All right, how's it going, everybody? This is Roderick Kenobi, and I'm here to bring you my live review of NXT TakeOver 25. Of course, NXT TakeOver 25 aired last night live on the WWE Network, a milestone celebration, 25 NXT TakeOvers and going strong. And overall, guys, I thought that last night's show was a very exciting and very entertaining takeover. But for the most part, I thought it was a good NXT TakeOver. I was expecting, I'll be honest, I was expecting a little more from it, being that it was this was the 25th NXT TakeOver special. I don't necessarily think it was a weak NXT TakeOver special. I still, like I said, I still thought it was an exciting and entertaining TakeOver special, but for the most part, I thought it was good. I think it could have been a little better just in terms of how they honored the milestone of the 25th NXT TakeOver event. But other than that, like I said, it was a very exciting and very entertaining show with a hell of a main event. And let's get right down to it. Let's get right down to my review. So we kicked the show off with Matt Riddle versus Roderick Strong, which was a very exciting opener. It was a very hard-hitting match. Throughout the match, you had Roderick Strong working on Matt Riddle's back in various ways. So it was great storytelling in this match with Roderick Strong working Matt Riddle's injured back and Matt Riddle selling that back injury well. There were times where Matt Riddle, for example, he had Roderick Strong in the he was going for the bro mission. He had him in the bro mission, but because of the pressure and the way he was trying to put to create more tension, more pain through that hold, it was putting a strain on his back. So unfortunately, Matt Riddle couldn't get all the pressure that he wanted with the bro mission. And like I said, that was great storytelling right there. Roderick Strong working on Matt Riddle's back, and Matt Riddle really trying to fight through the pain. Matt Riddle must have quite a threshold for pain, because at one point in the he was taking some hard, stiff shots from Roderick Strong during this match. At one point, Matt Riddle hit a GTS and then a snap suplex, a kind of like a deadlift snap suplex on Roderick Strong, and he went for that corkscrew senton, but what ended up happening was Roderick Strong got his knees up, and then with Matt Riddle against the ropes, Roderick Strong proceeds to bounce off the ropes and land not one, not two, but three consecutive forearms to Matt Riddle, and he followed it up with a Cloud9, which is like that back suplex into a face buster. That's what Nigel McGuinness referred to it as. But in the end, Matt Riddle, through all the pain, managed to hit a move called, okay, so it's like this. It looked like he was going for a tombstone, but what it really was like a fallen power slam. So a tombstone into like this fallen slam. And if I heard Mauro Ranallo right, it's called the Bro Eric or the Broneric. Whoever's watching this, if you're watching this live, and you know what that move is called, let me know. But yeah, Matt Riddle got the pin with that move. And like I said, it was a very exciting opener. It was a hard-hitting match. Great storytelling with Roderick Strong working on Matt Riddle's back, and Matt Riddle selling the back injury and the threshold of pain that he has. So, great way to start the show off. 3.5 stars. And as always, my match ratings, guys, are down below in the description box. Next, we had the NXT Tag Team Championship ladder match for the vacant NXT Tag Team Championships. We had Undisputed Era versus the Street Profits versus the Forgotten Sons versus Oney, Lorcan, and Danny Burch. This was a great match, guys. It was a very different kind of ladder match because they didn't use the ladder a lot, but this was a great match with just some crazy spots. And I got to give it up to Kyle O'Reilly. Kyle O'Reilly, I was just talking about Matt Riddle and the threshold of pain he has. Kyle O'Reilly, though, must have a threshold of pain 100 times more than Matt Riddle, because Kyle O'Reilly took some of the sickest bumps in this match. He took some very brutal bumps. It started off when he got knocked. He and Bobby Fish are climbing the ladder, and they got knocked off the ladder by one member of the Forgotten Sons, and Kyle O'Reilly hit his back on the edge of the ladder as it fell over. So right there, you could see his reaction to the spot. He was in a lot of pain. Then after that, he took a ladder shot to the face, and it looked like he actually lost. Excuse me. It looked like for a moment it looked like he lost a tooth because he had some blood coming from his mouth, and from the angle of the camera angle that I was seeing when I saw this match live, it looked like Kyle O'Reilly lost a tooth. And according to what Delexman said on his Twitter, he indeed lost a tooth. And then to add insult to injury, Jackson Riker, when he got in the match, powerbombed Kyle O'Reilly on a ladder. So like I said, Kyle O'Reilly took the brunt of the punishment in this match, and he must have a bigger threshold for pain than Matt Riddle is. Kudos to Kyle O'Reilly for all the punishment he took in that match. I'd have to say he was the MVP of this match for all the punishment that he took. But throughout the match, guys, you know, you had some great you had all four teams look strong. You had great ladder spots. You had early on Danny Burch. Well, early on you had the Forgotten Sons with the ladder around their neck, like both of them with the ladder around their neck, and they were just ramming it into every other team that was in the ring. But then Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan got into the ring and hooked them from behind by their waist and hit them with a German suplex in stereo, which could have gone really, really bad had the ladder not being taken off of their heads, because had the ladder been on their heads, around their neck, and they landed via those German suplexes, they could have seriously hurt or even broken their necks. So that was a sick spot. And when I saw what was going to happen, I was thinking this is not going to end well for the Forgotten Sons, because if they didn't get that ladder off in time, like I said, they would have either suffered a serious neck injury or they would have even broken their neck. Like, I'm not going to say they would have damn near died, but they would have broken their neck because of that. Montez Ford, on the other hand, when the Undisputed Era started regaining momentum and grabbed the ladder, Montez Ford hit a tope con hero, as Mauro Ranallo would say. He hit that over the ladder onto Jackson Riker. And here's the thing. Jackson Riker was not like right in front of Montez Ford on the outside. He was quite a few feet away. So Montez Ford hit that move, but he did take the brunt of that move as well, because like I said, it was not like Jackson Riker was right there next to him. Like, he was quite a few feet away. So Montez, getting in the air that he got, managed to hit that move. Then when Jackson Riker actually did get involved in the match, he just took everybody down with a ladder. Like, whoever got in his way, he knocked them down with a ladder, or he just beat them up. You know, it didn't matter who it was, as long as it wasn't one of his own teammates, of course. But then everybody started to team up, except for the Forgotten Sons, of course, started to team up on Jackson Riker, and they basically took a ladder, picked it up, slammed it on his back, picked it up, slammed it again. They pretty much just took Jackson Riker out of the match that way. But in the end, the Forgotten Sons started to climb the ladder. Angelo Dawkins hit Steve Cutler with a spear. Wesley Blake is still on the ladder. Montez Ford springboards from the ropes onto the ladder, knocks Wesley Blake off the ladder with a punch in a goofy kind of way, grabs the titles, and the Street Profits have finally won the NXT Tag Team Championships. They are finally NXT Tag Team Champions. Congratulations to them. I've been a fan of the team since they debuted. At first, I thought, you know, they were like Crime Time. I immediately thought of Crime Time when I saw their vignettes and everything, but the group grew on to me, you know, and they're great talents. Angelo Dawkins has been in NXT for quite some time. His very first takeover with his partner and friend, Montez Ford. They win the NXT Tag Team Championship, so congratulations to them. They finally won the NXT Tag Team Championships, and after the match, Triple H congratulated them backstage, of course, and Triple H did, you know, his traditional pose with the point and everything, and he even took a picture with the Street Profits holding a red cup. They each had a red cup to hold, so that was so cool. And again, that's why I respect Triple H, because he makes the talent feel so important in NXT. He cares for the talent, and he wants to see them succeed. So congratulations to the Street Profits on finally winning the NXT Tag Team Championships. I'm interested in seeing if they have a rivalry with the Forgotten Sons over the titles or the Undisputed Era. But yeah, like I said, congratulations. And this was a great ladder match. It was exciting. There were some crazy bumps. And like I said, Kyle O'Reilly definitely deserves the MVP award for this match because of all the insane bumps he took and you know, especially falling off the ladder, landing back first on the side of the ladder, getting a tooth knocked out. Kyle O'Reilly definitely deserves the MVP award for this match. So like I said, congratulations to all the teams involved, and congratulations to the Street Profits for winning the NXT Tag Team Championships. Next up, we had the NXT North American Championship match. Excuse me, the Velveteen Dream defending against Tyler Breeze. Now, as far as Tyler Breeze's performance in this match, I'm definitely giving him an A for effort, because you could tell he was hungry. You could tell he was happy to be back in NXT. You could tell he still has it, and he never lost it. You know, he proved in this match why he's one of NXT's best talents, and why the main roster has done him so wrong by never giving him a strong push, never establishing him, excuse me, as a strong mid-card champion. They never did anything with him other than the Fashion Police with Breezango, you know. So he really, really stepped it up, and he really proved why he was one of NXT's best, why he was an NXT original, and why he deserves to be one of the top stars in all of WWE. Whether he's a world champion or not, he deserves to be a top star. With that said, this match was good, but I was a little disappointed in it, because I was expecting it to be a great match. You know, hell, it could have been the match of the night given the two talents. And I don't know what it was, but this match just wasn't as great as I was hoping it would be. It was still a good match. And like I said, Tyler Breeze gets an A from me for effort, because he really just put on a great performance, and he really just showed. You could see this hunger in him. You could see this mean streak in him, this desire to be champion, this desire to be the best. He showed it throughout this match with Velveteen Dream. But the match itself, and this is nothing against Dream and Breeze, I don't know if they were just, I don't know. This match just, to me, wasn't as great as I was hoping it was going to be, as I thought it would be. It was still a good match, but yeah, it just wasn't the great match I was hoping it would be. Now, maybe we'll get a rematch between these guys based on what happened. Maybe we will get a rematch at, like, TakeOver Toronto, and it'll be a better match than the one here. But, you know, like I said, Tyler Breeze definitely gets an A for effort from me. And Velveteen Dream, I feel like he started to show signs of a heel turn with some of the stuff he did. Early on, he grabbed Tyler Breeze. He grabbed his title, and he grabbed Tyler Breeze's phone while they were fighting on the outside. He had Tyler Breeze lying on the announce table, and he actually took a selfie with Tyler Breeze. He was trying to force Tyler Breeze to take a selfie with him in a very heelish manner. And he goes, Tyler Breeze eventually managed to rebound, and he went out there and he did his thing. He hit a supermodel kick at one point. He hit the beauty shot, which the crowd popped for, but unfortunately he hit it close to the ropes, and Velveteen Dream, being the wily, you know, competitor, the smart competitor, he rolled out of the ring to avoid, you know, getting pinned. And then towards the end, Velveteen Dream attempts to hit Tyler Breeze with the North American Championship. Tyler Breeze grabs the title, pulls it away. The referee pulls the title away from Tyler Breeze. Dream hoists him up, hits a quick Dream Valley driver, hits the Purple Rainmaker. 1, 2, 3. Velveteen Dream retains the NXT North American Championship. Post-match, however, Tyler Breeze decided to take a selfie with Velveteen Dream as a sign of respect, you know, to his opponent. They took the selfie, and then after that, Dream walked off pretty cocky with the title in hand, still champion. But you cannot take away from Tyler Breeze's performance, because with this performance, like I said, Tyler Breeze proved why he is one of the best talents in WWE, why he was one of the best talents during his time on NXT, and ultimately why he was an NXT original, and why he deserved to be booked better on the main roster. So I don't know if this was just a one-time deal for Tyler Breeze, but he definitely came to fight, and he gets an A from me for effort, because he gave a great effort. He gave a great performance. I hope he stays in NXT, where they will push him properly and utilize him properly, and not bring him down like they did on the main roster. So kudos to Tyler Breeze. It was a good match, like I said. I was just expecting a lot more from it, because I really thought this was going to be one of the best matches on the card, and it just, to me, was disappointing. It was a little underwhelming. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't the match I was expecting. Still a good match, and kudos to Tyler Breeze for that great performance. And I hope this is not the last of you. I hope you stay in NXT, where they'll utilize you properly, and, of course, book you properly. After that, we had the NXT Women's Championship match. Shayna Baszler defending against Io Shirai. This was a good, solid women's match. Again, I said this should have been a street fight because of what happened that week when Io went to town on Shayna and the Horsewomen with the kendo stick. This was still a good, solid match. Now, prior to the match, Shayna Baszler was walking to the ring with the Horsewomen, but then as Shayna was about to make her entrance from Gorilla, she told the Horsewomen she didn't need them. So she sent the Horsewomen to, she just had the Horsewomen stay in the back, and then the match between Shayna and Io went down. So Io got her right arm, I believe, injured early on because Shayna hit what's called the reality check, that move where she stomps on the opponent's arm, the move that broke Dakota Kai's arm, the move that injured and incapacitated Kairi Sane. So throughout it, Io was fighting with an injured right arm, and Shayna was working on that injured right arm. Like I said, it was a good match. It was short, but it was a good, solid women's championship match. I did wish this would have had the stipulation of a street fight or falls count anywhere or no holds barred because of the animosity between the two and everything. Towards the end of the match, Io managed to knock Shayna off the top rope with a springboard dropkick and then connected with a nice moonsault to the outside. As Io was rolling Shayna back into the ring and she was looking to hit her patented moonsault from the top rope, the Horsewomen came out, Marina Shafir and Jessamine Duke. Io confronted them from inside the ring, and then out came Candice LeRae with a kendo stick, who pretty much put a walloping on them like Io did. As the match continued inside the ring, Shayna went for the Kirifuda clutch. Io Shirai managed to roll through like Kairi did, how she pinned Shayna for the title at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 4. Shayna kicked out. Io managed to get Shayna in position for the moonsault. She missed the moonsault, but landed on her feet. Shayna did get the Kirifuda clutch locked in again. And while locking it in, Shayna struggled. Not Shayna. Io struggled to get to the ropes. Io was pretty much dead center in the ring in the Kirifuda clutch, and she started to fade, and she continued to fade, and she was getting fatigued and everything. And in the end, Shayna forced Io to tap to the Kirifuda clutch. So Shayna Baszler retains the NXT Women's Championship. But post-match, Io Shirai, out of frustration, grabbed the kendo stick and just put a beating on Shayna once again with that kendo stick, and caused huge welts to produce on Shayna's back. And when that happened, I said, okay, there has to be a rematch between these two, and this time it needs to be a street fight or a falls count anywhere match. So they're most likely going to have a rematch at TakeOver Toronto, and I think that's where Io is going to win the championship. But it needs to be a street fight because, Candice used the kendo stick on the Horsewomen. Io's used it on Shayna and the Horsewomen. She used it on Shayna last night after the match. So this needs to be a street fight or falls count anywhere, but this cannot just be a standard rematch for the NXT Women's Championship. It needs to have some kind of no disqualification stipulation to it. Other than that, solid match. Oh, and Io also hit a moonsault with a steel chair onto Shayna. So if that doesn't speak no holds barred or falls count anywhere, I don't know what does. But yeah, great post-match attack by Io, putting a beat down on Shayna. And now it's just a matter of time before we get a rematch, and that rematch has to have a no disqualification stipulation to it. But other than that, good solid match between both women, and I do look forward to the rematch. I bet you the rematch is going to be better with the stipulation involved, and I think that will be when Shayna Baszler drops the NXT Women's Championship to Io Shirai. And finally, guys, we have the main event for the NXT Championship. Johnny Gargano, a.k.a. Johnny Marvel, because he came out in Captain Marvel-inspired ring gear, defending against Adam Cole. Adam Cole made his way to the ring accompanied by Josiah Williams, who rapped over Undisputed Era's theme. I believe Josiah is with Russell and Flo. I remember hearing his name on Lillian Garcia's podcast, but yeah, Josiah Williams spit a hot rap over the Undisputed Era's theme. And like I said, Johnny Gargano came out in Captain Marvel-inspired gear. So now you can call him Johnny Marvel. Not just because of the Captain Marvel gear, but because he's also had Iron Man gear, Punisher-inspired gear, Venom-inspired gear, Daredevil-inspired gear, and one more Marvel superhero I can't think, but they all are from Marvel Comics. So that's why I think after tonight, or after last night, you can also call him Johnny Marvel. Now, this match started off slow, but with time, it turned into another great NXT Championship match. I knew this match was going to be really hard to follow their incredible 2 out of 3 falls match from NXT TakeOver New York, but this was still another amazing match between these two. Great storytelling with Johnny Gargano injuring his right knee and Adam Cole constantly working on that right knee. And it came into play. The storytelling throughout this show was on point, especially when it came to injuries. Matt Riddle with his back injury, Io Shirai with her injured right arm, and Johnny Gargano with his injured right knee. His right knee kept giving out on him in certain points, and Adam Cole used that to his advantage. So towards the end of the match, you had Johnny Gargano go for a tope suicida, and he ate a super kick, and no lie, on the outside, Johnny Gargano took a Panama Sunrise from Adam Cole. He took a Panama Sunrise on the outside. Later on, towards the end, back inside the ring, Johnny Gargano got trapped in his own Gargano escape. Adam Cole managed to apply a Gargano escape on Johnny Gargano. Gargano managed to escape, and by the way he rolled through, he managed to hit a last shot to the back of Adam Cole's head. So I always love when wrestlers use one another's moves in a big match situation like this. Both of them also traded super kicks, but Adam Cole took a spike reverse Hurricane Rana from Johnny Gargano. But with the momentum he had, because he got knocked into the ropes, he managed to hit Johnny Gargano with a last shot for a very close 2 count. And then I think this came before. I think what I'm about to say came before that last shot from Adam Cole. But as Johnny Gargano was trying to get back into the ring after going after Adam Cole started waving his hands, which was pretty much indicating he's calling out for the Undisputed Era to get involved. Now, the Undisputed Era didn't come out, and at this point, I'm thinking, okay, is the Undisputed Era going to come out, or is somebody else going to come out unexpectedly and, you know, cost Gargano the match? No one came out, but Gargano got hit with kind of like a modified Panama Sunrise between the ropes. And then in the end, Johnny Gargano was trying to go for one more big move. His knee gave out on him. Cole hit one more Panama Sunrise. Then he followed up with a last shot. 1, 2, 3. Adam Cole, baby, is the brand new NXT champion. Adam Cole won the NXT championship in an incredible rematch with Johnny Gargano. And it was, you could really feel bad for Johnny, because Adam Cole and the Undisputed Era were celebrating. You get this shot at Johnny Gargano, beaten, defeated, and just disappointed. You see this look of disappointment on his face as he is sitting down by the stairs after losing the NXT championship, which he fought tooth and nail to win, which he went to hell and back to get, especially following the betrayal at the hands of Tommaso Ciampa. And that's what I love about NXT. They get you invested in the wrestlers. They make you care for the wrestlers. And unfortunately, it came at the expense of Johnny Gargano's title reign. You know, I predicted that Gargano was going to retain the title and Adam Cole was going to get kicked out of the Undisputed Era for failing to win the title once again. It didn't happen. You know, and I know Gargano, days after he won the NXT North American title from Ricochet back in January, he lost the title at the very first tapings post TakeOver Phoenix. So his title reign, TV-wise, I think only lasted 2 weeks, but it only lasted like, I want to say 4 or 5 days. And then I did bring up the fact that in his first TakeOver title defense as a tag champ with Tommaso Ciampa, they dropped the titles to AOP, which, of course, AOP, they were built up strong at that time, so they were the perfect team to take the titles off of Gargano and Ciampa. So I don't know if this means Gargano is now going to get moved up permanently to the main roster, or if he will get a rematch at TakeOver Toronto where it could be title versus career or something. I don't know. But it was a hell of a rematch between Gargano and Cole for the NXT Championship. And like I said, you couldn't help but feel bad for Johnny Gargano when you saw that look at the feet on his face when he lost the title to Adam Cole. After everything he endured, he lost the title to Adam Cole. So I'm really interested in seeing where everything goes from here. But even though they lost 2 out of their 3 matches, which is ironic because Cole lost a 2 out of 3 falls match. But in the end, the Undisputed Era now has the main prize, the most coveted prize in NXT, the NXT Championship. And with that said, Adam Cole became a Triple Crown champion. I believe now he is only the 2nd Triple Crown champion, with Gargano being the 1st. So, congratulations to Adam Cole. Incredible rematch with Johnny Gargano. Great way to end the show. And I'm looking forward to seeing what happens from here, because I think we may get a 3rd and final match at TakeOver Toronto. And if that's the case, I could see it being title versus career with, you know, Cole's title on the line against Gargano's career, or both men's careers on the line, you know, a career-ending match with the title on the line. So we'll see what happens, but overall, a good, exciting, entertaining NXT TakeOver special. I wouldn't say it's better than the last 2. It was a little weak, but it's not a bad NXT TakeOver special. You know, like, people have been asking, which did you like better, TakeOver 25 or Double or Nothing? And I'll be real with you, I enjoyed Double or Nothing more. Nothing against NXT TakeOver 25. It was still, like I said, an exciting and entertaining TakeOver special. I love the TakeOver specials. They're always worth watching. But even though they were on separate weeks, they were weeks apart from each other, if anyone was going to ask me, I would just straight up say that I thought Double or Nothing was the better show. And this is no disrespect to anyone involved with NXT, to Triple H, all the great NXT talent, all the great NXT cast and crew. To me, this show didn't beat Double or Nothing. But this was still a good, entertaining TakeOver special. I just felt like it was missing something because it was the 25th, you know, TakeOver. And this is a milestone celebration. And congratulations, Triple H and everyone involved with NXT on 25 TakeOvers. Cheers to 25 more and 25 more. And eventually 25 more when you hit that big 100th TakeOver milestone. So, for the most part, guys, I enjoyed NXT TakeOver 25. I'm giving it a 7.75 out of 10. One of my lower TakeOver scores, but still not a bad show. Definitely worth checking out, especially the ladder match and the main event for the NXT Championship. And that'll do it for me, guys. I want to thank everybody for watching and listening. As always, if you enjoyed my review and you're interested in more content on my channel, please give a click on that subscribe button to check out more of my content. And if you guys want to see me write for NXT, write for AEW, if you really like my fantasy booking videos and everything, then please get the hashtag #PleaseSignRobbieTrending. And let's make it happen. So, guys, with that said, I am going to sign off for tonight. Thank you for watching and listening. And as always, guys, continue to support my channel and continue to support my channel. And like I said, let's get that hashtag trending if you'd like to see me write for NXT and WWE, or NXT at least, and AEW. So thank you all for watching and listening. This is Robbie Kenobi signing off. Everybody have a great night, and I'll catch you guys later.